collaborative effort, and you would love a teammate to get around and say, righto, Jack Grimes has just put his body on the line for the side. Let's make sure now we just take a deep breath, hold on to the footy for a while, get ourselves back into this.
Kick a goal and they're right back in it. Well done by Sylvia. Handball though a little slick for Gisberts, and he coughs it up. Chance for O'Halpin. Jacobs, Russell hacks it towards the goal square. Houlihan, he's got it. Too tall.
Thornton, is it?
Sorry, you're right. Thornton it is. Too tall for Cameron Bruce, and Brett Thornton with an opportunity from 15 metres directly in front.
Yeah, Brett Thornton in the unusual position. Started up forward today. And sometimes when you're a defender, Chris, as you well know, and they put you forward, your eyes light up. Big opportunity for him.
Well, he should kick this. Concentration as he pops it through. Carlton have 4 quick ones. And the margin 24 points. We've played 14 minutes opening term, and Melbourne defence, they're just getting together. And again, the handball was just too slick from Sylvia. Gisberts couldn't control it, and Melbourne have been hurt on the turnover again. The hand in the back there too, Luke.
Cameron Bruce letting the umpire know that maybe that was the case. Unfortunately, the goal will stand from a Melbourne point of view. Carlton have jumped them.
Brett Thornton's 5th career goal in game number 157. There was a fair old hand in the back.
See, I mean, and then Cameron Bruce knew about it as well. That
wasn't even the gloved hand, Chris,
no.
Which wouldn't have left fingerprints, and he might have got away with that. Melbourne down 4 goals to none. Sylvia swings them forward. Russell attacking it confidently, but Bate, Green, Watts dispossessed. Bate again. Again, Melbourne just can't maintain possession. And I think this is really interesting to observe, because we went through the statistical detail of the drafts and so on. Carlton are now a more experienced team, and they're dealing with Melbourne as a more experienced team will. They're doing the right things early, and Melbourne just can't quite withstand it. And the Blues are away, and they have an open 50 in front of Mark Murphy, who gives it off to Waite. That was beautifully done.
Superb. Fantastic composure. I think he's just had a little look on his face there and said, maybe I was actually going, might have been a little throw in there as well, but Mark Murphy, I think he might have actually been going for goal, but the way he broke the corridor open was great.
Number 5 for the Blues. They are rolling.
Great to see Jared Waite up and about and
forceful. Jack Watts free kick.
Not losing any athleticism at all.
Elbow prohibited contact in the chest. Yeah.
So it looks as though this free kick's going to be paid against Andrew Walker.
Jack Watts.
Now free kick before the ball had bounced after the previous goal to Watts.
Just wait for the light.
At centre half forward.
Give me the ball.
It's all right, we're on, mate. Don't worry. We're back.
Waiting for the light.
There you go.
Okay, now. You're right now.
The light is flashing, so Watts can proceed. Oh, not a great kick. Got Land Cruiser to get back onto McDonald. And when you're at centre half forward, I know Carlton probably had 1 or 2 back, but put some pressure on immediately. Kick it deep. As it is a boundary throw in right half forward. 65 metres from Melbourne's goal. Jacobs, Carazzo pushed in the back.
Carlton. Go down. Thanks, Colin. Right there, guys.
Well, we've been focusing on Melbourne's inability to really deal with the pressure. This one nearly gets turned over the goal square, but Walker enough composure. But credit to Carlton. They've just set up and they've said we're a better side, we'll outplay you, and they've done that so far in this game.
Trengove looking for Green, but the kick is out on the full, so free kick to the Blues, and Brad Green appealing for a push in the back there. Nothing doing, says the umpire. So nothing going right for the Blues at the moment. Carazzo in the back pocket is able to play on without any pressure. Long towards the wing. Robinson pushed in the back. Oh, there you go.
Hands in the back.
Hands in the back.
Hands in the back, Mitch.
And a free kick to Morton on centre wing. Chips it inboard. The mark's taken by Sylvia.
So the Demons still looking for their first goal. Scully just forward of the centre, and he has men across ground. One of them, Warnock, coming up from the back half. And dropping in short, he has Rivers also from the back half. Probing inside now, and that's good to Green, and he's a goal kicker.
Yeah, really clever kick. He weighted it nicely. The lead from Green was direct. He had some options further afield, but quality inside 50, and this is what they need. Brett Green, we know how good a set shot he is. Steady and goal is the order of the day for the Demons.
Well, they've given up the first 5. It's a long climb back against a quality team, but they did come back in wet conditions on this ground a few weeks back against the Bulldogs on a Friday night. Green, magnificent kick, starts the Melbourne machine in action.
Not forceful like that.
It's a beautiful kicking action, Brad Green's, isn't it? He just looks so comfortable with the footy in his hands in front of goal. We see so many players these days, their body language looks as though they don't want to take the kick. He gets it, relaxes. So this is my job in the game, and delivers more often than not.
Melbourne's first goal, and this was Jack Watts. You can see in the background there. Not a great effort in terms of the shepherd. Put pressure on his teammate. So back in the centre, Melbourne with their first. Sylvia in the ruck, beaten by Cruiser predictably. Hadley to Cruiser, wobbles a barrel towards full forward. Well done, good pressure, although a Halpin was able to gather the crumb almost. Houlihan's got it, well tackled. Now a chance for Brown, pushed in the back, no free kick. Chance at the back, Houlihan spins out of trouble, brilliantly played. Left foot snap, oh, don't tell me he's kicked a goal. Can't believe that. Incredible stuff from Ryan Houlihan. And Dean Bailey can just shake his head. And
Colin Sylvia jumping at the centre square bounce is always going to be a challenge against Matthew Cruiser. I don't mind it. I like trying something different. I think if Sylvia can find a way to compete, didn't work for them on that occasion, but Ryan Houlihan has just found a really, really good niche in the game at the moment. He's playing the defensive forward role, and he's doing it really well, because not only can he shut down, he's done in recent weeks Heath Shaw, Sam Fisher, Chad Corns in the last 3 games, but he's got quality. He knows where the goals are. He's a beautiful kick. So play a role on someone and score. Good stuff.
Well, you become the hunter rather than the hunted. It changes the whole psyche.
So Carlton in rare form, 6 goals to 1. Sylvia not in the aerial role here, but gets the kick out of the centre contest, but straight to Walker. That hangs for Anderson, but not so long that he can't take the mark. To Gibbs, who has Green in an interesting matchup. Scotland for Betts, but at a height disadvantage there, and Grimes able to put it away over the line. Flying start by Carlton, 6 goals in not much more than half a quarter, and the Demons in big trouble early.
Boundary throw in, Jamer, beautiful tap to Trengove, lost it though. Jones burrowing in, and the umpire calls for it.
Cocked right in there, he's run straight in.
Point I was making earlier about Mark Jamer, sure it's getting his hand on the footy, but when he gets an effective hit out, they are right down the throat of an on-baller, and they're delivered in such a fashion that they're easy to handle. He's an improved player, Mark Jamer.
Cruiser wide, chance for Sylvia. Off to Gisbert, who kicks into the corridor dangerously. Chance for Jetta. Oh, didn't attack that too hard. Now advantage is Bate. Kicks deep towards full forward. Watts' opportunity here, and he marks.
Fantastic effort from Matthew Bate, and it was a really intelligent lead from Jack Watts. He got Walker going back with the flight. As a defender, that's a very vulnerable position. So Bate picked it up, summed it up really well, and he's got a good lead. He's got Watts going back. Worst position for a defender to Walker. Kick was good. Well done, Jack Watts.
Brett Ratton, some frustration there. Biddy wrapped with his first quarter. 6 goals to 1 so far. Jack Watts, an opportunity for Melbourne's second.